everybody, Rosa here to show you this week's Creating the Crafty Life's Tool of the Trade. As you know, we're already in September, and September is sewing thread month. I think that's how you could put it. And sorry about the roosters, it's in the evening. I was supposed to record this earlier, but of course we were here in Puerto Rico, we were under a tropical storm watch. My electric went, so I wasn't able to record earlier, and finally we got it up and going, and the roosters are going crazy. Yes, they are. I'm recording this with my camera because I wasn't able to charge my camera. With my cell phone. I wasn't able to charge my camera, so bear with me with all the shakiness, and I'm really sorry with the roosters. They're really going at it at this time. But okay, going back, so yeah, like I mentioned, this month is a sewing month. Anything that has to do with needlework, crochet, knitting, sewing, anything that has to do with needlework. We're going to be doing this month at Creating the Crafty Life. And this week of Tools of the Trade, as you know, our Tools of the Trade is to review a product. I decided to go with needle, plastic versus metal, and plus the name brand that I go with when it comes to plastic or metal when I use both. I use the plastic needles when I am going to thread yarn or any thick kind of threads, anything thick. I use the plastic needles. They're really great too when you're making like a crochet, like a crocheted quilt or a blanket. It's great. Like when you do, a lot of people like to do little squares, and this is perfect to when you're gonna put together the squares or sew together the squares by hand. I made a little butterfly here, and I wanted to show you a quick sample. I just put it here as an example, but I can't use it. I put it there because I was going to show you a quick sample how you could use and thread the yarn together, but how I'm not using my camera and I'm not using my tripod. I am using my cell phone. I am only using one hand. But I am just going to go over real quick of what you could use between the metal and the plastic. Like I mentioned, the plastic is for thicker threads, thicker yarns, when the metal's for thinner threads, for regular threads, or even crochet threads. Like you see here, I crocheted this flower with a crochet thread. So if you crocheted another flower, for example, let me get one I have around here. I have a smaller flower here. It's not the same color, does not clash, but okay. Okay, here we go. I have one that I crocheted here. Like, for example, if you, like, I crocheted a smaller one, and I put this one on top, I will use my metal. You could use the plastic one, but I really highly recommend the metal one for this because of the fact that how it's thinner and it's easier to go through, and the thread is much thinner. It's almost like a cross-stitch kind of material when I use the crochet thread. So that will be, I use the metals for the thinner threads when the plastic is for thicker threads. This is the name brand that I use. It's the Dritz needles. I really like them because they last a while, and I actually opened this one such a long time ago, and I'm still using them. I got 2 packs when I first bought them like several months ago, and and the ones that I have here, the first pack that I opened up is still lasting me. So that's the reason why I highly recommend the Dritz needles, because of the fact that they are sturdy, they are very long-lasting, and they're very, very low in price. They're not expensive at all. I probably got like this for like, I think it was like $1.99, and this was actually cheaper than the plastic one. This one was actually I think it was like $1.99, this one $1.59, something like that. But these are the ones that I do recommend. This is actually good when you also do the canvas stitching, when you use the canvas and you do the cross stitching with the canvases. I think that's what they're called. You know, the plastics. I used to do that, but I don't have any here to show you right now on hand. But I do recommend those. They are really, really, the plastic ones are also good for that. So, like I mentioned before, the metal ones will be great. Let me just switch this over here so that way you can see better. The metal ones will be great, and it's a shame that I'm just using one hand because I really wanted to do like a quick like sample of what, you know, how to work the needle and, you know, how to use it and stuff. And I would have like, you know, even would have stitched this little flower together, but I'm only using one hand and I won't be able to do it. But just to give you a quick sample of what you could do and what you could do with these needles and how, you know, what kind of threads you could use as well. Right now, threaded on the needle, I just have regular thread, sewing thread, like sewing machine thread on there. But as you can see, that the little like hole of the needle is really big. Let me get the pack here so you can see them better. So you can see that the threads, even though the crochet thread is not as thin as the sewing machine thread, but you can see how big the hole is, that you can see that you're going to have no problem passing the thread through the needle. As you can see, the plastic ones are as well pretty thick. And right now I have a yarn. This is baby yarn that I have here as a sample that I have threaded on here. So there's no problem with that. So that's why I highly recommend the Drits, because the quality is really good. I really, really, really do like them. So guys, this is my week's tool of the trade. I'm sorry I couldn't show you more. Like I explained to you before, I want to apologize. I really wanted to show much more, you know, working with the needle and stuff. But like I mentioned, you know, because of that storm, now it's just a depression. We're getting a lot of rain from it. Our electric went, and I even got this up late because of that. But, and my camera I didn't get it charged on time. And if I would have waited for it to charge, it would have been nighttime and it would have been late. And I really wanted to get this up today before, you know, the day's over. So, yeah. So I want to apologize about that. But I was able to at least, you know, use my camera. Use my cell phone and give you a quick review on the needles. So this is my review of this week's tool of the trade. Please join us each week. The girls are the girls from our design team. Every week we do review something new on the subject or the theme that we have for the month. And please join us at Creating the Crafty Life. You could come and visit us. Every week we have great swaps. Every month we have great swaps. We have challenges. We have giveaways. We always have something good going on. You know, it's great because you can meet new people. You can see, you know, share your talent with other people that have something in common. That's why I love being in this group. So come by and visit us. And also, I am going to put the link to CCL's site at the bottom, and I'm also going to put the MB Treasurista, Misty's online store. She has great items, new items every week, plus she always has great prices, and so that way you can pass by and see the great stuff she has. She has such a huge variety of stuff, and it's like you don't even need to look nowhere else, you know. So please join us every week, guys. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting, everybody. Bye bye.